Hi, I'm Gareth Marlowe. I've come to a bit of a conclusion recently, and that's that the most valuable values are verbs. What do I mean by this? Well, if you think about your classic value statement an organisation might produce, it's typically just a list of attributes or virtues like trust or commitment or customer focus or something like that. I mean, it's all well and good, but it's a bit motherhood and apple pie, isn't it, really? Which organisation wouldn't want to have those attributes present? But when you think about values in terms of verbs, then a lot more you're talking about what you actually need to do to uphold the things that the organisation values or finds important. And I think people can shy away from this sometimes because it does feel a little bit highfalutin and airy-fairy. But there was an approach that I was introduced to when I was doing some work recently with Judge Business School. And one of the academics there, Philip Stiles, introduced it to us all, everybody in the session, something called cultural pathways. So the idea with cultural pathways is you just hold a retrospective. You stop and you look at the organisation or at your team. This works for your team just as much as it does for the whole organisation. And you just think about examples of when the team or when the organisation was at its best. So what happened? What did you do? What did the team do? What was the response? Were people collaborative? Were they competitive? Were they sort of working until the problem got solved? Did they slow down and did they think? You know, did they involve the customer? Did they involve wider people within the organisation? So what actually happened? And just really digging in and putting flesh on some bones. Similarly, doing the same thing when the organisation's kind of at its worst, when things go belly up or have gone belly up. What happens? What behaviours do you see? What decisions get made? How are those decisions taken? The reason why I think this is a really powerful approach is because it is much more focused on the doing, what actually happened. And then really nice sort of byproduct is because you're starting with stories, you end up with something which is instantly easy to communicate, because the communication is a lot more just about retelling those stories than it is coming up with a grand list of words with your marketing and your PR team and putting them on a slide and a presentation that just shows that you don't understand how Venn diagrams work. Okay, just a few thoughts this afternoon on values and ways in which they can be made more effective. I'm Gareth, I'll see you next time.